Hello and welcome to Home-Based Business Review with your host, Carl Douglas. That'll be me. And I got to tell you something. What we do, we search the world for the best internet marketers that we can find. Those who have track records, those who have proven systems. And I got to say, I'm excited about what we have going on today. We have Rich and Ace. You know them as the internet marketers, professional that they are. I let them tell you what they do. If I start talking about it, you know what? I will keep talking about it. So, because I get excited when I do that. Ace and Rich, how you doing today?
Hey,
man. Good, man. How you doing?
Awesome.
You know, I'm doing fine. It's a good day. The sun is shining. It's actually 62 outside right now.
Yeah, we saw some sun here too, man.
Yeah. And I got to tell you, people out there wearing shorts. It was like 23 the other day, and I'm like, I'm not going outside. I'm staying inside.
That's like what we got right now. That's our day today.
Whoa. Oh, well, wish you were here. What can I say? I'm in Washington. I'm Spokane, Washington, so I'm very excited. Listen, we got a topic today that a lot of people are talking about, and they have issues with it. And they want to know what's the best one, but at the same time, which one, if they have to use both of them, which one should they use first before the other? And word of mouth marketing versus email marketing. Let's talk about it.
Ooh, word of mouth, Rich.
I don't know. I mean, I do like both.
I do too.
But I think it depends on the person, right?
Okay.
It depends on the person's the way they're building their business and everything. Because some people just are afraid to talk to people. Let's just keep it real.
Mm-hmm.
They just are afraid to talk to people. And if they really have a phobia that bad and they don't want to talk to anybody,
yes,
it's always best to really build the skill sets up with email marketing.
Okay.
I learned that in the very beginning, even before I met you in 2008, when I first got started with online marketing. They said, hey, you never have to talk to anybody again. So if you're prospecting and you're afraid to talk to people, we understand your pain. So email marketing came along, and it really helped people, have the chance to build their own business. But just because you don't have to talk to anybody doesn't mean that you still have to, not putting any work. You have to put in the work also with email marketing.
Right.
And that means, like, instead of talking to someone, you can talk to them with your words.
Okay.
And that is a skill set, right? So let's tap into email marketing for a second. With email marketing, the words are so important when you're actually communicating with people. There's a skill set called copywriting.
Okay.
And if you're going to go down towards that route as far as email marketing, you want to learn copywriting. Now, what's copywriting? Mm-hmm. Copywriting has just been around for years, right? You look at like infomercials on TV, that's copywriting. They're not to get your attention, right?
Yes.
So it's the same thing when you're doing email marketing, understanding copywriting. You have to, write words that sell, okay? And it's more of a persuasive language, because when people hear copywriting, they freak out. They're like, oh, what's copywriting? That sounds very like, advanced or scary. And the reality is, all it is a fancy word for persuasive language. That's all it is, because you're persuading people. That's what you're doing when you actually are, creating some emails. I like email marketing because I know I could build a massive list, and I can sift and sort through my emails, and I can find out who's serious, who's curious.
And you're not limited. As if you were doing word of mouth, you would be very limited.
Yeah. So, but everything has its pros and cons.
It does.
Right?
Yeah.
So email marketing, the pros is what I just explained. It's awesome because you can build a massive list and communicate with people. But the con is it takes time to really get it going. It's like a machine. You got to build it up and get that machine rolling.
And there's a consistency that comes with that.
Right. And investment as well.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do some advertising.
Right.
Now, with word of mouth, it's powerful. And I'm going to talk about the pros. It's powerful because if you're out there and you're doing the right thing and you're giving good value and you're really, giving your heart and soul and you're putting really good value out there, and people are seeing what you're doing and they trust you, that's powerful. And the reason why that's powerful is because if they trust you, guess what? They're going to talk to somebody else about it.
Right.
I can't tell you how many people have come to us from word of mouth. Because what we've done for other people, they're like, oh, yeah, you gotta, go to Ace or Rich because, what they've done for me and helped me. And the reason why that's a pro is because automatically there's a qualified buyer,
Yes.
right? And we want qualified buyers.
But let me piggyback off of
Yeah.
that. The only way that I've learned that to be a master at word of mouth advertising would be the fact that it's not the 3-foot rule or any of that stuff. It comes from a place of service. You have to provide excellent customer service off the bat. Otherwise, you won't be talked about, right? You have to create some kind of frenzy where people were like, you know what? I bought this from this person, and never mind about what company it came from, but how they treated me was the best service I've ever had in my life, right? And that's the way I look at it, because when you give somebody that kind of appreciation and service, they'll buy from you over and over again. A buyer's a buyer is always going to be a buyer. When they come back, they will come back again for more.
They will they'll never forget you because you put them first.
You sure did.
And that really is a powerful way to get a lot more attention and word of mouth. So
I got to say that what you're saying is absolutely correct and it's true. It also gives you a strong referral from that happy customer you satisfy.
Yeah,
we can go and segue into that as well. Referral power.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Referrals are very powerful because, like I said, you're attracting more buyers.
You are.
And what makes money are buyers, right? Leads don't make money.
No.
All right, let's put it out there right now. It could be word of mouth, and it could be also email marketing. Leads don't make you money.
That's right.
It's how you work with the leads that make you money.
Exactly.
Okay. So if someone actually gave a good recommendation and you got a great referral, you have a higher chance of, pretty much turning that into a conversion, money, right? Instead of someone that's a lead, don't know who you are,
right?
Whole different skill set, right? You can do it, but the fact of someone bringing you a referral that is just ready to buy because you build trust with that other person, that's powerful. I mean, you can't escape that. I mean, we've literally had people refer other people to us, and we've given them a kickback just for that reason because we're getting a lot of referrals. Like, you know what?
Yeah.
I appreciate you for doing that. Let me give you a little kickback and help you out for what you just did for us.
Yes.
Okay. So I mean, the referral market is amazing. I love it because every time we get a referral, it's always a buyer. It's never like, oh, well, this person's not going to buy. No, the person always buys.
And be real genuine about it because, I like what Gary Vaynerchuk. Everybody knows who Gary Vaynerchuk is, right? Author of Crush It. Yes. He's from my hometown, Jersey. So I love what he says. He pays every bit of attention to all of his followers, all of his buyers. He really follows up with every single one of them. Now, to other people in the marketplace that are, entrepreneurs, they were like, well, that takes up too much time. I'm not going to spend that much time with my customer. Yeah, but look where Gary is right now for doing that. And now you're reading his books based on how he's been keeping up with his clientele, right? And now where he is right now, he's teaching that everywhere he goes, every time he's on stage, he's teaching people that customer service is important, but be genuine about it. Don't be fake. Don't be fake. Be real about it because they can read between the lines. Customers know.
Yeah, you find out
if you're genuine or not.
Yeah, you always find out it's all about them. So you have to find out and ask questions what's going on with their situation and everything else like that. And as far as email marketing, I mean, I like email marketing and I love referral marketing and I love word of mouth marketing. But you know what I do with email? I still connect with people. I mean, I like both.
We do. Yeah.
I like both. So I don't think one is better than the other.
Yeah.
I think that if you combine both, you'll be a force to be reckoned with. Right? Because you're not being limited in your thinking.
Yes.
And here's something. A lot of people, when they sign up for a company, of course, they look for good mentors. Mentors will teach them what they know, and they duplicate what they know. But a lot of people don't have the budget in the beginning, of course. But if they want something bad enough, they go find the money. Let's just face it. We got credit cards, things like that. What I'm getting at this, here's a very important question. You have a person who just signed up, don't have that much money, single mom or single dad or whatever, raising 2 or 3 kids. Mm-hmm. What would you suggest to them? What would be the best way for them to start? Would you say email marketing or word of mouth marketing? How would you help them in either way of that if they don't have that much money?
Now that's
an excellent question.
That's an excellent question because we've been there. Mm-hmm. When we didn't have no money, when we were homeless, and we were living in a Motel 6. And I remember all we did was free marketing.
That's all we did.
That's all we could do.
We couldn't afford traffic
We were
or mentorship or
we couldn't
anything.
afford none of that stuff.
Yeah.
All we did, we hustled. I mean, let's get real.
We did content marketing.
Yeah, content marketing.
That's what we
writing
did.
articles in our blog over and over and over again.
Word of mouth.
Getting out there on social media, building a brand, because that's free, right?
I did some guerrilla publishing, guerrilla marketing.
Yeah, I mean, we did a lot of things.
You get creative.
Yeah, you get creative. I mean, the biggest thing that made us the most profit was social media.
Social media.
Building an audience.
Yes.
A target audience.
YouTube and Facebook.
That made us the most money. That really broke us wide open.
Yep.
Because we were very strategic in the audience that we built.
And I'll tell you what we did too. I don't mind. We were consistent. So what we did was, because we didn't have much money, we knew content marketing was the best way to go about things. So we had to learn search engine optimization a little bit just to get enough of a grasp of it to apply it to video marketing.
Yeah.
And then we did videos every day.
Yeah, we did videos. We actually did content marketing. But we also, like I said, the biggest breakthrough for us was social media, as far as like Facebook. We just started being there every day.
Yep.
Creating live videos when it wasn't even a great video, but we still did it.
Yep.
Every day, every day, nonstop.
In the face.
And then what happened was we started, having a little bit of money, because I was working only part-time because I got that job. But I took a little bit of money and I started generating leads. And you know what I shared? I didn't share how much money I made.
Never.
I shared like what was happening with our business.
Right.
Like, oh, I just generated 10 leads today. I generated 100 leads today.
Yes.
And all I did was just share the results.
Yes.
And people were like, I want to know, how did you generate leads?
Right. Leads, the actual social proof that we needed to show was how many leads we were generating. And that's what drew a lot of attention to us to become top recruiters. We literally was doing it that way versus the other competitors who kept flashing money and counting cash in front of them. We're like, no, that's not our style.
But what happened was we also shared like, oh, how many people opened our email today? We just share it.
Our stats.
It could be small. It didn't matter.
Yep.
They saw that we were actually doing something.
Yes.
We were actually walking that walk, right?
Yes.
And then they saw the clicks. Oh, how many people clicked on the link? Look, guys, we had this many people, 10 people click on the link today. This is how we're building our business. And we were just transparent and open about it.
Yes.
And we always were doing something every single day. And from there, we started attracting people. Hey, how do you do that? Oh, well, there's an offer that we actually are promoting right now. This is where we learned it from. Come join us.
Yep.
And then from there, it became such a feeding frenzy that it just, once you opened up the dam, it was like, whoa. Like we had to like, we were forced to learn, to talk to people, to close people.
Oh, yeah.
Like we had no choice. Like you know how people like have a choice, like, okay, you have to learn closing techniques and stuff like that. We didn't have a choice. The company said, look, guys, your volume of people that are coming in, I got to give you your own link because
they couldn't handle it.
You couldn't handle
They couldn't handle it. So
here's your own dedicated link. Okay. You can close them, $2,000 sale. You close them because our coaches can't handle the volume that are coming in anymore. So, and our
problem to have.
Our coach told us, he goes, I know you guys are not closers, but you have no choice. You better learn right now.
Let me tell you what, I learned real quick.
We learned real quick, and we were just bringing them in left and right. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And our record, we did like over $40-something thousand. Yeah,
$42,890.
In 14 weeks.
Yeah, 15 weeks. Honey.
15 weeks. Yeah. Okay, so a week. But that was required because when you ain't got no money and you're hungry,
you hustle.
You hustle.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's really the secret. Whether word of mouth or email marketing, it's all the same. You got to hustle, but you ain't got no money. You got to get out there on social media. You got to show yourself. You have to become that leader. You have to become that teacher. You have to be one that holds the marker, right?
Do. Yes.
People pay attention to people who hold the marker. Remember that. And if you're doing what I just told you to do, you're becoming that leader in front of their eyes. And when you become the leader in front of their eyes, guess what? You become the authority, and people buy from people who they trust, they trust. But more importantly, nobody says this, you got to be the authority in the marketplace. Just like Gary Vee. Gary Vee is an authority. Now, why is he an authority? Because all he did was just teach.
Yes.
And the more that you learn, the more that you teach. And that's what we were doing. And people were like, wow, these guys are like, they're the real deal.
Now, you know what? He's teaching results. results that he received that he can give to you if you apply the action, right?
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
one thing I notice what you're saying, and I can feel what you're saying, and I'm sure a lot of people feel it. That's why they got that piece of paper and pen out. You definitely, I'm gonna tell you, you definitely want to rewind this and listen to it over and over and over again, because what's going to happen is it's going to sink into you. You may not heard something in the first recording, but the second or third, you'd be like, "Wow, I missed that," and boom, write it down right away. Go apply that action to what you just learned.
Yeah.
One thing I also noticed that you guys did struggle, but you didn't give up. You were hungry. Of course, you want to feed yourself, but you enjoyed it. You got better at what you were doing.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's one thing we did do is, even though it may seem grim, but we had each other and we leaned off of each other's strengths. And that was great working as a team, me and Rich.
And it wasn't easy. We went through our own battles
We
together
sure
as a
did.
couple.
Mindset has
Yeah.
always been a problem with me. I was dealing with my stubbornness, being from Jersey, and and I had to learn and reprogram my mind so that I could accept this challenge, because that's what it was, and that's what I saw in front of me was, man, I got this big challenge in front of me. I've never ever fathomed in my mind I would be a top earner of a company, and now all of a sudden I was able to do that within 15 weeks. Together with Rich. And I was just like, Rich, can you believe this is happening?
I said, yep, I believe it. I always had a direction. I never had any doubt, right?
Yes.
I don't care what was not happening. I know what was going to happen.
Yeah.
It's like you want to break a dam, take little boulders little by little right out of that dam. Before you know it, that dam is going to burst.
Yeah.
You got to continue to do that.
But it's never easy.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to sit up here on this interview and say it is, because let me
No.
tell you something. The hard is what makes it great.
But would you also contribute the fact that when you found out what worked, you just did more of that? You scaled
Rinse
it
and
up.
repeat? Yes.
I can go a little bit deeper.
Yeah, please.
What happens is it is mindset. It really is, because it's easy for us to do nothing, right? It's easy to do nothing. So you have to find a way to inspire yourself, motivate yourself, and figure out what's the reason you want to be successful in the first place. Like, what do you want out of your life? Because that's what it's really all about. And once you pinpoint it, what you want, and you know exactly what you want, then there's nothing that's going to stop you. You're going to keep picking those boulders off that dam until it bursts. You don't have to worry about if it's not working right now. You just have to keep picking that boulder off the dam.
Right.
And what's going to happen is when that dam bursts, you're going to be going, you know what? Where's that money been hiding all along?
Mm-hmm.
But it's always been there. You've just been blocking it.
Not only that, but you're going to become more aware. And what's going to happen is the people around you in your environment are going to be against you. You're going to have a lot of haters. I'm not going to lie. You will have a lot of haters. They're like, why are you doing that? They're not going to understand or comprehend, why are you so hungry? Right. Then they'll try to throw at you different things and suggestions like, you should not do that. You should go back to work like everybody else. Well, guess what? Entrepreneurs are the crazy ones. We're not like everybody else.
I mean, I'll give you a perfect example. I mean, I'm still always learning new stuff. I mean, right now, like today, let's talk about today. Today, I started building a checkout page. I've never built a checkout page before. You know how many steps I had to go through in one page? But was my brain
using ClickFunnels?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm using Optimized Press 3.0.
Okay. Now WordPress.
I love Optimized Press.
Okay.
It's quick, efficient.
For page building.
Right,
Yeah.
for page building.
Mhm.
Plus, it's my own server. I control my own speed.
Yes.
Very important.
Yes.
Good tip for you guys.
Yeah.
So what happens is, like, I have to work on my checkout page. Normally, I'm an affiliate, right? I also create my own programs. However, I'm working on building some new products, and I wanted to have my own checkout page that I don't have to rely on an affiliate, that I could just get paid directly for my own thing, right? So I had to literally buckle down and learn and get uncomfortable, because let me tell you, it was uncomfortable. See, I believe nothing in the world is hard. It's just different. And the only reason why I say that is because different doesn't mean that it's hard. Different means that it's just unfamiliar. So your brain accepts things that are hard, and then you sit down and you do nothing, because it's better and easier to do nothing than to actually move forward and do something. So my vision right now, I'm working backwards. I'm building the checkout page and the new sales page and then another page, and I'm doing the first page right now. Now, have I messed up already? Oh, yes, I have. Right? But I stuck with it, and it's coming together and it's working and I'm excited about it. Now, you know what I'm excited about? Now, there's going to be a relation about what I just said earlier. I'm excited about it because I already see the end game. I already see the end result.
The end result.
Just like before when nothing was happening, right? I was seeing the end result.
Right.
So now I'm seeing the end result in what I'm building, right? I'm going to go through the bumps in the road, all the speed bumps. And then after that, the speed bumps are going to go away because I choose to go through that. I choose to go against the grain that most people are not willing to do.
Yeah.
That's a golden nugget.
I had silence. Did you hear it? I didn't hear it, but I felt it.
And I just want to just be real with people. That's today, even I had challenges. And I just want to let you know that that's normal.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
You know what? I love the fact that you guys are very transparent. You are letting people understand that you're not going to be perfect in the beginning, but you are going to be doing something a lot of people won't do. That is get started. They'll make up excuses. I got to say, looking at your journey and looking at the people you became, we had a thing we talked about becoming great. I just did a talk about it in front of 2,000 people the other day online and being great. And once I got off the call, I went there and made a little small recording of it, a little bit of what I was discussing. To become great, you have to unzip that old you and let the new you come out.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. There's a future self right there. You can see it.
Yep.
Waiting for you.
Yes. And at the same time, you need someone to help you come out of that. You need some kind of guidance. And that's where the mentors like yourselves come in. Because a lot of people, they're sitting there, they're going, oh, God, that touched me. I don't know what's going to touch an individual. They may be struggling with something, but sometimes when they hear something, it gives them a chance to come out and discover who they really are.
Yes.
You know, they really love their passion, their drive. Okay.
Yeah.
So my thing is, one thing I want to mention, we're talking about word of mouth marketing and marketing in general. I want to say this for me. I have learned word of mouth marketing. Here's a nugget for those who are sitting there listening, because a lot of people want to know how I became who I am in certain companies so fast. I went ahead and got a hold of Walmart. Okay. And I said, can I set up a booth outside? And I got together with a nonprofit organization, and I went ahead and I got a little simple piece of paper. And when I stop a person, it's email marketing, because they're going to put the email on there. And I ask questions like, what is it that you would want at this time, a discount if you try this different type of service? And I got this person information. I set up a survey page, and for one person, I'm making over $200 to $300 just off of one email list of one person. If you want to know any more of that information to my audience, I'll put the link in the bottom so you can click on it and you can go and find out what I'm doing. But I will tell you, word of mouth marketing and combining with email marketing, if you do it the right way, it's precious. It's gold. It really is. Okay. And what we're going to do here, we're going to definitely invite Ace and Rich back, because I want to get into a little bit more of what they're selling and give some nuggets. Matter of fact, we can get some nuggets right now, but I want to talk later on about, not today, but later on, I would like to get with you and talk about large commissions, versus
high ticket commissions versus low ticket. Yeah.
Low ticket to high ticket. We're going to get into that because
boy, y'all don't want to miss that one.
We have a lot of people requesting that online. And I already have
you. Ace and Rich got you. Come back.
What I'm going to do with that, I'm going to have a live broadcast. Okay. On that, I'm going to put out maybe 2 weeks. So it's not going to be a webinar. It's going to be just like you see here. Maybe on Facebook. You can bring your Facebook followers in. I can bring my followers in. I have 4,000 followers, and I have a list of 80,000 people, and I'm going to send it out. Okay. So I don't know how many we interest in those group, but I do have a lot of interest. I can tell you right now, and it's bugging me. I said, okay, $10 versus $2,000, $5,000 per product. Oh, we can get into that. So people are yeah. Okay, 25,000.
Man.
And you know what? it may scare some people, but guess what? It's not going to be right for everyone.
No.
But for
Exactly.
those who are sitting there with franchise money and waiting for the epidemic to clear up, why wait? Start now.
Mm-mm.
You know, some people not living until tomorrow. Do it for your family.
Yeah.
So we'll get into that. So we have 5 more minutes here. So I want to leave the platform open for you to talk more about the steps of email marketing. Okay, I'm just starting. What do I do next?
So the steps of email marketing.
For email marketing, I'm starting today. I'm a person who's listening to this broadcast.
Mhm.
I'm confused. Tell me. I don't want the water hose in my face because I won't see. Well, let's talk to those individuals because I'm getting
Okay.
the newbies who are asking me these questions. There's a lot of newbies out there, believe it or not.
Right. Right.
Okay.
And reason why they do not sign up for companies because they're confused. Confused minds never do anything.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true. Yeah.
No, it just makes them buy more stuff and leave them more confused.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. And that is happening. So let's help them out here.
Sure.
They trusting in us and they trusting in the program because you're already getting people saying, "Hey, I like what I'm hearing."
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to try to break this down in a more simple, less overwhelming kind of way.
Our style.
Our-
ABC.
So the first step, of course, you have to sign up with an autoresponder, right? An autoresponder is a fancy word for a place that's a database where the leads go into. That's all it is. Okay. Once you get in there, you just need a follow-up process. That means that when somebody comes to your page or the email goes into the database, it follows up automatically with a few emails. So just think about it. The email's already pre-written. Let's say maybe the first 5. Okay. When somebody actually goes through, those emails fire off day by day for the next 5 days automatically without you doing a thing. How awesome is that?
I could be in Hawaii and sitting down sipping on.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay.
And here's the cool part. You could actually do a broadcast
Mhm.
like right now in real time. Let's say you're in Hawaii.
Yep.
You got your pina colada. They got some good pina coladas in Hawaii. Just let me know. I love pina coladas. They're my favorite all over the world. And I've been to a lot of places, and that's my favorite. And I'll tell you, you could literally be by the beach with your laptop, all right, in a matter of a couple minutes, shoot out an email, a broadcast
Mhm.
to 80,000 leads and saying, "Hey guys, how you doing? Just over here in Hawaii right now. I was thinking about you, and I just want to let you know that this is possible for you. I am here for you. What do you need help with?" Could you imagine sending out a simple one-click send, and it goes like this?
Oh, wait a minute. I got to take my hat off. It's hot in here. Okay, go ahead.
All these people simultaneously at the same time.
Right.
That's powerful. And here's the beautiful thing about an autoresponder that I really want you to get. This is traffic. This is your own traffic that you can control.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the most powerful traffic of them all.
That's right.
Okay. And more people are starting to get into email marketing. See, I thought like, well, email marketing is getting to be kind of old because everybody's not know about it. And the reality is no.
Mm-mm.
And you know why? Because if you look at what's going on now in the political space in the world of this country, United States of America, you can see that there's censorship going on. A lot of businesses are turning to email marketing now and not relying on just YouTube and Facebook and all the other sources. Now they're saying, you know what?
Right.
I want you to hear from me
Right.
directly. So that's traffic that you can control.
Right.
So you shoot out one click, one send, boom, and it goes out to as big as your list is. So by knowing that, isn't it amazing that you have the power to build a list as big as you want? Now the power is at your fingertips. Think about that.
Love it. Love it. Love it. You know what? I got to say, thanks for next time we get together, we're also going to be talking about the power of this here
Oh yeah.
and how to use that to their advantage. You have broadcast that they other technologies that we're going to be mentioning that, and we'll be talking about that too. So it'll be 3 different topics. So that means you got to come back 3 different times.
I love it. I love
Have a
love
page.
stuff. We live, we breathe, we live marketing every day. We love it. We love it.
So on the closing here, do you have anything you want to say to our audience right now that maybe that can get them off the couch?
Well, definitely get off the couch. Don't wait any longer. I don't know what you're waiting for. We're in the middle of a pandemic. I think that's enough of a reason to get up. Right?
Yeah.
You can't rely on the government to take care of you. You know, if you have that entrepreneur spirit, that entrepreneur mindset, and you're ready to do something for yourself, you feel creative, you feel like you just want to, you know, just create. You want to do something where you contribute to the community or contribute to society in a positive way or fashion. The best way to do that is to focus on the one thing. And when you find that one thing, you can make an impact in a community, right? But you got to take care of you first. You have to take care of you first because you are your own business owner. That's it. You don't answer to nobody. Nobody's telling you what to do. Nobody's giving you orders. In this industry, in this game, you got to be headstrong. So if you plan on doing it, get up, find a mentor. Number one, find a mentor. Find somebody that you could look up to, that you see has the results and the success that you want to have. Okay. Reach out to them and see if they're offering any type of mentorship, coaching, or training, or maybe get inside their free communities.
Yeah.
That's another way to get in.
Start, yeah.
It's a great way to start. Get in their free community for now. Get a feel for them. You know, see how they teach, see how they talk. Get used to that because that's going to be you one day.
Yeah.
So to get started, once you find that mentorship, find out what program or niche you want to have a passion for to market. Because if you can't sell something you don't believe in, we talked about this a lot.
Yeah,
That could be another show on itself.
That's another show on itself.
Don't forget, we do our own hot seat. So we have our own show too. And we talk a lot about these controversial topics in this industry. We do. And people are like, oh, let's not go there. No, let's go there. Okay, let's go there. Yeah, because you have to find something that you're passionate about. If you can't sell something that you're not.
And people are trying to get off the couch.
Yeah.
The reason why they're not getting off the couch is because they're just not hungry enough. They're not. There's no reason for them to get off the couch. Now, here's the thing, and unfortunately, this is true, and this might ruffle a little feathers.
You're going to be devil's advocate, aren't you?
But no. What I'm saying is, we learned something about gun to the head thinking.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about that. And I want you to really think about this.
Yes.
What would you do if someone came into your house right now, and the person that you love the most dearly, the most closest person to you, and said, okay, I have someone at gunpoint right now, and they literally are going to die if you don't come up with $100,000. What are you going to do?
And you have 24 hours.
You have 24 hours. What are you going to do? You're going to do whatever. You're going to find a way. But this is the sad part. Most people, they don't understand that logic. Okay, so you have to have a desire. That's why I said earlier, you have to have a desire and a reason to want to get off from the couch and do something on a daily basis.
It shouldn't have to come to that point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And here's the secret. It can't be about money.
No.
Because
it's not a motivator.
What'll happen is you'll think about like, okay, I want to get off the couch and because I want to make this kind of money and I'm excited and everything. And then when you get started, guess what happens? The steam runs out because the desire was not inspiring enough to carry you through the tough times.
See? Right. It's true.
Right. As an entrepreneur, we face challenges all the time.
All the time.
So if you have the right mindset, and you know exactly, and what I mean by the right mindset, knowing exactly what you want, where you're going. Okay. Like remember Jim Rohn, what he said? You got to know where you're going, right? You got to set the sail. Setting the sail is understanding what you want and where you're going in your life. If you have no idea where you're setting your sail, where you're going, I mean, you're just going to sit back and let your whole life pass by you, and you're not going to care. But if one day you wake up and say, you know what? There's got to be a way. Why is this person doing something and they're getting success and getting results, but I'm not?
Right.
What is wrong with me?
Yes.
And you got to start being real with yourself, have conversations with yourself, and be pissed off at yourself.
Yes.
Because let me tell you something, the worst enemy is yourself. The person, your worst competitor is you.
Yes.
Not the other person. Is you. Okay.
Yeah. Listen, I got to say thank you for those big, giant mountains of, we got an avalanche. I mean, we got... But people need to understand. One thing I'm going to close on myself is ask this question to yourself or to the person you're prospecting. On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad do you want it? If they say anything like 8 or even 7, they don't qualify for any more of my time or your time. if they say 10, 11, 200, and then you say to them, if you give me 100%, I'm going to give you 200% of my time. Okay. This is, first of all, thank you guys for showing up today. I want to say we will definitely have you back. And I want to, man, I got so many notes here. I can't wait to get off this call myself. I want to go and take a look at it myself. But this is Carl Douglas from Home-Based Business Review saying thank you for coming. Share this with your friends because a lot of them need to hear what we just brought to you. Thank you, Rich and Nakes. We're looking forward to bringing you guys back. Bye
Thank you for having us. Yes.
Thank you for having us.
No problem.